You've already heard quite a bit today about how important it is to refresh your game and help it grow. And the numbers back this up. The top grossing games on mobile and PC today are live service games, and consoles not far behind. Building a game is just one chapter of a much longer story. Today, a game's not just something you create and then launch. Your games need to be maintained. They need to sustain players' interest, which is why we're turning our attention to what we call living games. Live games that use AI to grow and adapt to become even more successful. Google Cloud helps you build, deploy, and manage applications on our scalable infrastructure to power exceptional gaming experiences by bringing together performance and insights with critically important game servers, databases, and analytics. Fast, performant infrastructure for game servers deliver incredible experiences to players, while databases remember their past achievements and in-game actions for a more tailored experience. And finally, analytics give you a better understanding of how players are using and interacting with your games, so you can improve how you engage them. Together, these solutions make Google Cloud a powerful, flexible, and secure platform for your live service games, so you can focus on creating art, stories, and mechanics your players will love. Now, all this sounds great. These are some of the most important foundations of a solid live game. But where does the living games part come in? You can see this evolution happening already. We've seen the first phase of box games, where devs create content for players to consume, a fairly one-way relationship. Next came live games, which still make up most games today. Here, there's a cycle between developers and gamers, where players' actions inform how developers update and extend their games with new content. Now, we predict that AI's ability to accelerate development and transform the player experience will power a revolution in games. The combination of live service games and generative AI will usher in a new frontier of experiences that felt far beyond our reach not so long ago. These are living games. In this model, the cycle expands to include the game itself, to enrich the player experience and business outcomes. The developer's vision, players' engagement, and game growth all fuel one another, with AI helping to power it all. At Google Cloud, we see that generative AI is often first adopted as a tool to accelerate work. So studios will be able to scale output and produce more content with less crunch. This can happen in a couple different ways. For example, teams are generating new ideas for new plot points or levels using Google Cloud's Vertex AI, enabling them to iterate more quickly on game elements players will love. Or developers harnessing Gemini to debug and write code faster. And the most advanced developers are deploying generative AI in their games during runtime, powering entirely new player experiences never seen before, and fully realizing the promise of living games. Backed by performance, player insights, and databases, these Gen AI features are another powerful tool in your developer tool belt. One that will help you create the next generation of truly living games. Thank you, Unite.